Hello everyone, welcome to the Dev Method. My name is Ricky. Today I'm going to show you how to move your tslint into eslint. Might sound confusing at first, but tslint is being deprecated in favor of eslint. So in this project I'm going to show you how to upgrade it and how to know if you're on the right path to resolving this. So if we were to look at this website, I'll give a link in the description. There's like this advanced topic of eslint being deprecated, and we have a couple of steps. And so I'm using Yarn, but very similar in NPM, where we need to install some dev dependencies. And then we're gonna run this really cool script here to get it all set up. And then we're gonna verify it and we'll go from there, see how far we can get without any issues. So the first thing is this guy. Let me open up my project. Make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see. So first thing is to do the install. Now, if I'm using Yarn, here's the equivalent. Instead of npm install, it'll be yarn add. So yarn add, boom, there we go. Sweet, next step. We're gonna run this. npx, so that's a new weird one, right? Now, if I run that, what that does is, this is like its own little like command line tool or a script essentially, and it's actually gonna download it from the internet and then temporarily run it on our computer, but it doesn't necessarily install it globally. So that's what npx does. So it might take a little bit longer for us to accomplish this one, but I think also I want to do TypeScript with the option there. So let's figure that out. Cool. All right, let's read what it says. It's got so many different rules replaced, 115. I might have to go through them. Might be busy tonight. And then here, eslint said something about behaving differently than tslint counterparts, so I can check in the log for detail. So it actually made a file here for me. This guy, very cool. Thank you for doing that. Let's see, prettier plugins are missing. So it wasn't TypeScript as an option, it was prettier as an option. So I got that confused. Highly recommend running this. Yeah, okay, we could do that. And then it says 3 new packages are required for this eslint configuration. Aha, okay. So let's do that. Add them in, and then I'll run the tslint with the prettier option, like it asked me to do there. So essentially, there's no immediate urgency to get this done. It's just something that I want to be on top of so that I don't have to worry about it when the day comes and this is an older project and I gotta upgrade what I'm used to and maybe other projects that I'm working on at the same time. So just getting ahead of the game. New package required for this as well. So, okay, cool. Now, after all this is done, Next actually does offer a way to run linting, so we're gonna run that next. So I have that set up as a run script, so I'm just doing yarn lint, but you'll see that it's running next lint. So I got an error, and this is what I was seeing as well earlier, but what it's telling me to do is it can't read the config file here. It's saying prettier / TypeScript lint has been merged into prettier in the eslint config for prettier. Okay, cool. So I think what that means is I'm gonna add this. Oh, I already did do that. Okay. So let's look at the file that it generated for us. That would be this here. And it says it's with prettier, so we don't need that. Now the next step though is to make sure that this works with next. So watch what happens now if I was to run my linting, so the next lint command. All right, so it did find some errors. However, let me go up a little bit further. Look at the top of this, see if there's anything else we can learn from this. Okay, so the plugin was, okay, the next plugin was not detected. Go here to figure out more. So if we go here, it actually gives a nice explanation about upgrading your current eslint configuration. And what it actually comes down to is this guy here. So that's something that we're gonna add, you and I just now. And I'm gonna run my yarn command, but you run your run your npm command as you see fit, but let's get that in there. And then I'm gonna make a jump head start here to get this in as this plugin colon. Boom, there we go. Now, I think the last thing would be to yarn lint. And let's see all the different crazy errors that we get. I'll probably want to go back and remove some or change some. I might not like a lot of this that they have here. Yeah, so there's quite a bit. All right, so now we don't have that issue. So we're actually good. Let's just walk through one of the examples just to be sure that that we like what we're seeing. But let's see. I'm gonna go to the app. Yeah, so it doesn't like this. That seems fine. Spaced comment. Yeah, I don't want this in there anyways. That's totally fine. But now some of these other ones, yeah, so if you're not really sure what these are, some of them have a quick fix, and you just do quick fix here or command period, maybe control period on a Windows machine. But you can disable it for that line if you wanted to, or for the entire file. It's really up to you how you want to maintain some of these files. This is a very small project, so I'm not really gonna worry so much about this, but it says it's a naming convention. Let's see. Prefer arrow functions, prefer arrow functions. So if I want to customize that, I go back here into this .eslint.rc.js file, and let's look for that. Arrow parens off always. Arrow prefer. Let's see. What could we get? I don't know what to say. What did it say? Error. Warn. Let's say off. I think that's what we want to say. Yeah, okay, great. It's off. What's the next one? Must match one of the following formats. Camel case, naming convention. Ooh. What would be the fix? Move to a new file, and for function type return. Can show the documentation for this. Let's try that one. Nice. Okay, cool. So as you can see, this is a way for you to go through and upgrade. I don't necessarily think I'm going to keep all these, so it's going to take some time to go through all of them. But hopefully you guys get an idea of what this is like and how to upgrade your TS config that came with the Next, create Next app, and upgrade it into the eslint config. If you have any questions, leave them below in the comments, and we'll see you later.